Today's episode of the Federation's Finest podcast is brought to you by The House, the feature film, now streaming on Tubi. After a freak accident and a night out drinking leaves two of their friends dead, the lives of 6 teens are changed forever with the discovery of a mysterious revive serum that can bring one of their dead back to life, but only one. Now torn into multiple groups and fighting amongst each other, these teens must decide who they are, what they believe in, and what truly is the value of a life. Stream The House, directed by Miles Ross, now on Tubi for free, or head to thehousefeature.com or at thehousefeature on Instagram to learn more. That is thehousefeature.com or at thehousefeature on Instagram to learn more. Hello and welcome to the Federation's Finest. All these things I hate revolve around you. I'm your host, Miles. I'm a filmmaker from Seattle, but I'm also a big mech fan. I grew up on Ghiren Lagann. I'm currently watching through Gallagher and Padlabor with my brother, but I'm a die-hard Gundam fan at heart. With this show, I'm here to lead 3 Gundam newbies through the series and see if we can figure out what this giant robot thing is all about. We'll be covering the series in my own special order, emulating but not quite following the experience of discovering the show on Toonami or the internet in the early to mid-2000s. On today's episode, and I've waited for this patch of episodes for so long, we'll be covering Mobile Suit Gundam, The Origin, Advent of the Red Comet, episodes 7, 8, and 9. If you want to watch along with us, you should go watch those. Gentlemen, I don't want to waste too much time. Who do we got here?
I've sent men younger than you to the gas chamber. I didn't want to, but I felt I owed it to them. I am Tom, filmmaker from Alaska, and I am so here for this now.
I'm Leo. I'm your local 40k nerd who is slowly, piece by piece, putting this timeline into the 40k universe and making it all into one congruent timeline. And this batch of episodes helps me further that. And I can't wait to get into this.
And my name is Kenny. Kind of an anime fan, but been there for a while. And yeah, this whole section of episodes is pretty great. And I finally figured out where all of this has been going. So
sweet. Gentlemen, just some quick notes to start off the show with some housekeeping. Congratulations to Kenny for finishing G Gundam. Completely on his own regard. This man watched the shonen action anime inspired Gundam that was made a while after this one was made. Congratulations.
1994, yeah. It's
Kenny,
pretty great.
What, just small short summary so we don't waste too much time.
8 out of 10. I didn't expect it to be like too mind-blowing, but I loved it to the end. Honestly, 49 episodes, especially the dub. It can be cheesy, but I mean, honestly, it was pretty great overall.
Yeah, that old school, I don't know the studio, but that Toonami dub it's classic. You know, with all my love, with my heart. I love it. All right, well, gentlemen, on I believe it was episode 3 or 4 of this podcast, during our coverage of the 8th MS Team, we were covering Miller's Report, the 8th MS Team movie, which takes place in the middle of Mobile Suit Gundam, the 8th MS Team. I know I've said that a few times now. Halfway through that podcast episode, early on actually, we have a moment where one Alice Miller is pointing a gun at our instant Pikachu, Shiro Amada, and talking about how much she hates Zeon. And I believe it was said by all of you, really, like, dang, this woman really hates this enemy force. And I said, who knows? The answer was, I knows, but wasn't going to tell you yet. Let's jump right in with episode 7 of Mobile Suit Gundam, The Origin, titled Encounter. Meeting Lalah, Encounter with Lalah.
Diggy Mech.
Diggy Mech?
Diggy Mech.
But no, we open on like, where are we, Miles? Because it just feels like Aladdin kind of vague Middle Eastern
Very
India.
Arabian Night.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, I can start with a little bit of a canon check. So, in the main,
God damn it.
okay, yeah, light one. So, we are in this episode of the origin, in Brazil. She is in Manas, Amazonas state, Brazil. The only slight lore check is Char does not meet Lalah here. He meets her. She is what ethnicity do you think Lalah is?
I mean, she's from Mumbai. We get that later. I was mostly
Yeah.
talking about like the like Orientalism in a Disney kind of way.
Yeah. We're
First opening was like, all right, we're starting that. All right, cool. That's
Yeah,
how
with
we're starting.
no context I have written down here. Like there was just none. It was just Middle Eastern dudes in wherever we are.
So if you didn't pick it up, they're building Jaburo. Char is building Jaburo, which again is dubiously canonical. Char in the main lore meets Lalah at a brothel in India, or it says actually an Indian brothel. I'm checking the wiki here. I wish I had the first-hand source notes for that. I'm not sure if it's in the book or said in the show, but she is of Indian descent. The only difference is in the main lore, he is in India on Earth, or in a Indian zone of space when he finds her. Here he finds her all the way in the Amazon where they're building Jaburo. But just slight lore check with you there. But yeah, they're in the Amazon. The to use the word I learned last time, Earth Federation is just as cosmopolitan as Zeon. Everybody's across the planet.
Yeah.
You know, onto the Diggy Mech.
Yeah. Diggy hole.
Yeah.
Diggy hole.
Char's helping build Jaburo. Where we saw around the area where we were fighting Guineas and him in the final few episodes of the show.
Yeah, and then we go to a casino with more Aladdin vibes. And I am
one
using
dude's got
Aladdin
a freaky
like,
head.
pejoratively. Yeah, we get this whole thing where like Lalah's writing numbers on this dude's back, like she's doing the math to figure out where roulette's gonna land.
No, she's writing what number it's gonna be.
Yeah,
back,
she's
yeah.
but the way she's figuring that out is she doing the math? Is she psychic?
That's kind of she's a psyker.
Yeah. Well, we've heard mention of new types, and we know that's a big Zeon thing.
You also
and then we get a bit with her later doing like she sends a spider sense warning to Char, and he dodges a knife.
Yeah, and you saw the kids back in the 8th MS team, the mysterious kids who never existed, who disappeared.
Yeah,
in the
ghost
night.
children of Christmas future.
Yeah. Do you think Lalah is like that, or do you think her talents are more special or different? Or do you think she's just doing math? Yeah, is she a psyker?
Yeah, I mean, right now we really only have evidence for Rain Man and potential telepath from the messaging Spidey sense. Like,
I also got thrown off because I don't know why this I can't think of the word. I'm sorry, my brain's a little fried here. The person who's handling the roulette game at the casino looks like a girl.
The dealer?
Yeah, the dealer looks like a girl Amuro, and I'm like, who the heck is that? And it's like, no, she just has a face that looks like him, with the brown hair in the face.
Right, because she immediately starts losing when the dealer becomes a woman.
well, she mentions that it's because the dealer was so bad, so that's why I was leaning towards doing the math. Because she's like watching how their trajectory, like, okay, if they release it here, then it like air resistance is this, the spin resistance is like, she's doing the math of where it's gonna land.
Do you think she's a living Minovsky particle? I'm kidding. Yeah, poor Lalah, and she gets diminished in and disciplined when she messes up. Meanwhile, Char here is sitting. Are we Char? Char, yeah, he's Char right now with the sick ass shade.
I think he's Char from here on out now. Yeah,
just like shades indoors. What? I have a medical condition. That's why I'm this cool.
Yeah, I also
that's why I'm this cool.
Love the little conversation he has with the guys right before the intro, when he's like, "Hey, those Zeon bastards are doing this to us, aren't they?" And then they're like, "Yeah, oh, do you know?" And he's like, "Yeah, I worked there for a little bit." And the Zeonic company is clearly loaning out its equipment, trying to build up some funds.
Well, they were threatening to take the lease.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta make that money. But Char goes and meets her on the dock. Char McShade's here.
Yeah, Char doing his Jack Reacher vigilante thing.
Pretty much.
I love the little shot when he sees and she takes a sec to warm up to him, but it's like clear they're like fast friends. And then when the dude goes to grab her and he grabs the guy's arm, you see the crazy eye.
Well, hilarious bit of perspective shifting there. Of the guy goes in to slap him, and first of all, like Char is like gripping half of this dude's hand. Like, this dude is clearly much larger than him. But then it starts with like Char's small in the screen, and then we kind of like shift around him as he gets so much larger in frame, and then just crazy eyes this dude. Like, that is his ultimate power. Like, just sudden intimidation.
The rule of cool.
Damn.
Yeah, the full 360 move. I'm trying to get it here on my little screenshot thing, but couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Then a boat blows up.
Yeah, guys show up with like a full like destroyer, like a Coast Guard cutter with a cannon on it. So that's interesting that kind of ordinance is just floating around, pun intended.
And then
But Char takes that guy to his work.
For some reason, I was a little puzzled too.
Yeah, he's got nowhere else. You don't have a like. Are you?
Right, they're all just
Are you
stuck
living
here
at
now.
work? Oh.
Well,
but
this
then-
is his discipline by Dozel for starting the Dawn Rebellion, because they couldn't punish Garma. Garma doesn't deserve that.
Yeah, and then
you mess with Garma, you mess with Granddaddy Zabi, and nobody wants to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, nobody wants to do that. Not even Ghiren. Oh wait, Freddy
Oh
foreshadowing.
wait, much too much.
Yeah, and then Betrayal Butler shows up and starts throwing chakrams.
With his cool circle
alien
knife.
head.
Yeah, oh yeah, he does have.
Yeah.
He looks like a xenomorph. I'm not
He's
trying to
a
be
fucking
xenomorph.
xenomorph.
Dudes, that has. I'm not even
He's
trying
a
to
gene
be
stealer.
Dudes, that is an impressive cranium right there, bro.
Yeah,
Jesus.
but of course Char's weapon of choice is a shovel. But
Like a
it
proper
actually,
Krieg.
yeah, but it actually works out. Like, I like his move where he like intercepts the chakram, cuts the shovel in half, and then stabs the dude with the like coincidentally perfectly sharp
You're right.
spear-like end of the shovel that he's now created.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, the two big things I think here, despite obviously the moment of however Lalah communicates with him there, or does she, or whatever, intuition they had there. There's a lot of Char like getting like dagger or knife shaped things and stabbing them into people. I'm thinking about the guy in the suit of armor. Like, there's a lot of fencing with Char, huh?
Yeah.
And then he just
He
rammed.
does enjoy stabbing.
He does enjoy stabbing guys in the stomach, specifically.
Yeah, right.
Inflicting mortal, but like
Not
very
immediately.
painful.
Yeah.
Just the worst wounds.
Yeah. We get that, and we get our.
Well, yeah, because he's Erebus, and he's just a terrible person.
Is he a terrible person, or are you a terrible person for not listening to him?
Yeah, have we
He's
heard
guiding
Char
us to
out?
utopia, man.
He's
You
guiding.
are off your rocker.
Yeah, but
The
and then
tinfoil hat is stuck, eh there, bud?
oh yeah, tinfoil hat is stuck at a firm right degree angle.
Oh god.
Oh,
we
do
lost
we
him.
have an emerging theory here? Or
No.
No, I.
any thoughts on whatever this is? Do you think this is like a literal? Do you think she split her head open with electricity, or what? What was this frame? At about 7 minutes and 6 seconds into the episode.
It's her psychic ability.
Yeah, I mean that's-
Manifesting.
Well, hey,
it's that, or because I mean in like the next frame on chart there's like a flash of something in his glasses before he
yeah.
reacts, which is either just him reacting anime style or a literal flash is coming from Lalah. But again, Miles, we don't have enough data.
we don't have enough data. All right.
And
Correct.
Well,
I mean, I could get real baked potato here, but it's not gonna be right.
please, always go ahead. Go ahead. Make things fun.
No, I really have no idea with Lalah.
Alright,
I don't
cool.
have enough info on her origins or others like her.
Well, did you think that maybe it's just some brown girl magic, guys? Maybe it's just some brown girl magic. She's got the power. Wait, those two escape. Very clearly become fast friends, and we now transition to one Tim Ray meeting with in a meeting with some EFF higher ups, huh? And they're talking about an RX-78 project.
Which I mean is
You're
it's eyebrow Gundam.
Eyebrow Gundam.
Granddaddy.
the poster dad, the poster boy.
Granddaddy.
Yeah.
Classic Earth Federation, where there's a lot of bureaucrats just we'll be fine. Your warning is not really that dire.
Do you
Like-
think do you think
Yeah.
one, because Tomio didn't direct this. This is directed by someone else and an adaptation of a comic that he also didn't make, manga. Do you think Tomino has thoughts about Western militaries, or at the very least the US military?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Most likely.
Yes, he does. He grew up in Reconstruction era Japan, right?
Oh, I'm
Like
sure.
he would be about that age, so he definitely has opinions on the U.S. military.
Well, as things go on, I do have to give you a little bit of a lore check. This is gonna get very weird as we go on for the rest of this episode. So we meet in MS-04. Bugu is the name of this orange machine there, and also the name of the machine that the Black Tri-Stars and Char are piloting during that test. I think they have it on screen at about 10 minutes 40 seconds into episode 7. Okay, so this is weird. The Bugu itself as a machine and its stats are not canon. Okay? The Bugu never existed, and we're going to get into it a little bit. The sequence coming up is a bit odd. However, do you guys remember the model number of the Zaku 1?
Nah, dude.
It is the MS...
Zaku 1.
Okay, so we have the MS-01 Crabman. That was the first machine. That replaces the mobile worker ones that we saw in that prior episode, right? And then we have the MS-05 Zaku 1 and the MS-06 Zaku 2. The MS-04, if you want to check general right now, actually does exist, and it is called the MS-04 Prototype Zaku. If you're at home, you can find this on the Gundam Wiki. It was mentioned and seen in Mobile Suit Variations, and then also in a Mobile Suit Gundam Before the 1 Year War manga, which is just kind of a development book released between 2001 to 2003. This machine did exist. We've never really seen it in action. If you go to the wiki page, even, it just has armaments. It just says, well, under armaments, it just says 100mm machine gun. That's it. It is just the missing link between the Zaku 1 and the Zaku 2, and they decided to replace that with the Bugu for this episode. Bugu does not exist within the lore, but is a very cool machine. And I particularly like the Ramba Rao custom version Bugu with the blue and the little horn on the top. But keep on going. Please don't let me talk for too long.
Yeah, we get the Minovsky's top student there. He's just like, you are all completely screwed.
Tim Ray, yeah.
Tim Ray, that's his
and then
name. I never got it.
T-E-M, not Tim. It is Tim. And we get to see the doctor himself.
Yeah, he's defecting. Or Anaheim Electronics is trying to get him out. And then our top student guy is getting sent to Site 7.
All right. And do you know where they're at currently?
Lunar City Von Braun. Right?
Yes, they are. So, we have to issue a little bit of a canon check for this. This is actually a giant canon check. I hate to get into this right now. All right, guys. Ladies and gentlemen at home. Kenny, you went home and read the manga prequel for this with the history of one Mr. Minovsky, right?
Yes.
I believe I put in there. Any of the rest of you put in it or read the Gundam Generation?
I read it.
Okay, it's cool if you didn't. It was extra credit. Kenny, by the way, is in the lead for the points after finishing G Gundam. We're running off of MMO rules, so your next promotion will not be in a minute. It takes as many points to level up as it did to get to the first one. All right, here's the crazy thing I have to drop for you guys. If you read that manga, one of the things you learn is that Minovsky was born on Earth in Chernobyl in around the 80s or 70s, which implies that the universal century is like in the 2050s, which is kind of weird, but also that is like dubiously canonical. The big thing for this is this entire sequence with the Bugus and Minovsky escaping and everything else is 100% fake and not canon, and it is weird that they did it for this for the series. So in that series, what happens to Dr. Minovsky is he is living on Zeon. He is on Earth. He's developing the theory of the Minovsky particles. He basically ends up getting his research stolen or ridiculed. He goes to Side 3, Zeon, works with the Zabi family and develops the Minovsky reactor, makes mobile suits, has a change of consciousness, and defects to Earth successfully and lives. 100%. Unfortunately, it's kind of confusing watching this show. It implies he dies, but we don't really see the body. Minovsky 100% lives. In fact, you didn't get to see it in the manga, guys, but Minovsky goes on to not only live through the war, but it's implied lives all the way through the end of the war, whenever it does end in 0080, the 1 year war. And it's dubious what his fate is. Some people say he just died an old man later on. There's one story where he goes and right as the war is ending, like a like Boys in the Hood style kill troop of Zabi Zaku hitmen show up at his house on Earth and blast him with like 8 Zakus and then leave as revenge for defecting. Either way, none of this whole moon sequence happens with the Bugus or him escaping. My best guess is they did this to give Tim Ray like some motivation to build the Gundam, but everything from the fakes, the RCX-76s, the ones that they're like, these aren't mobile suits, doesn't happen. So sorry for the rest of this episode. With that said, hey, hot Cassilia, right?
Sure.
Arriving with her assistant here, Bergen.
Yeah. Catherine?
Yeah, Catherine.
Catherine and Bergman. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
And then we get some Zaku stomping across the moon.
Those are boogoos, Tom. Which
They're all Zaku's to me, man.
They're all Zaku's. Yeah. So we can still talk about it. It just didn't happen canonically. But yeah. Also, just shout out to Bergman. Although he meets his fate later. Cassilia, Catherine's number one friggin' simp here, just taking every single opportunity to look at her legs, which had me cracking up, like sweating, with every single conversation he has with her. I have a feeling that Cassilia does not get out much, and this is her one little excuse to get away from side 3, in disguise here.
Oh, that is Cassilia.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't pick it up? Yes, that is Cassilia.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. I legitimately thought
That
Catherine
is-
was a completely different person.
I will admit I didn't think it was
That is hilarious. Yes, Catherine is Cassilia.
because she mentions Cassilia secrecy group later. I'm like, oh, so
Yeah.
she must be part of it and not the leader of it, right? So
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh no, she has the same face and voice. This is Cassilia.
All right.
Sorry,
Alright.
sorry. I'm sorry. I thought y'all were y'all picked up on that one.
all good.
Yeah. But we get a nice little battle on the moon, and hey, our good friend's back. We see our 3 black tri-stars, and then we also get our boy, the Rao himself, Ramba, with them.
Where's that?
Leading our Bugu troop.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
1750 maybe.
The Forozaku.
Yeah.
The 4 Bugus, guys.
You do not get to go on a 5-minute long canon check about how everything we're about to discuss didn't actually happen
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you
without
want,
reprimands.
I'm sorry. If you want to go through, if you want to skip past it, it's fine. I just had to let you know that it's like, oh yeah, this part.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
mean,
got me
this
here.
was just. We are entering the onslaughter period.
Yep.
Yeah. But we get this cool little battle on the moon with Char present too, back in space, and then
The Iron Cavalry Squad.
yes,
Yeah. Just getting absolutely worked.
Just bodied, yeah, right?
I love the shot. I think it's in the intro sequence too of Char blowing up the
Oh yeah, the deployment ship or whatever it's called.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you get our first, for some reason in Gundam, space explosions are purple.
I took that to mean that's a Minovsky reactor explosion.
I think so too. This continues to be a thing, even in other
Oh.
Gundam series where there are no Minovsky particles. It's like explosions in space are purple.
Holy shit, mark
Alright.
it down this episode where these two actually agree on something scientific in Gundam.
No, that's all good.
We're still debating the scientific nature of the Minovsky particle in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah. There's a song that plays during this battle sequence called Kisugeki Kashi that I just absolutely love. It's the one with like a flute. It's like do 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 do. I don't know. I'm a little.
It's like what, Miles?
I couldn't explain it for you, but it's I really like it. I love this sequence, even though it's hard non-canonicity because Minovsky has to live. But we get to see all these RX-76s just destroyed by Bugus and Zakus.
We do see they already have heat axes.
Yeah, Heat Hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do see one pulled
you
out.
It seems Zeon's far more prepared for the upcoming conflicts than the Federation in every sort of way. As even kind of the whole metaphor is like, hey, so in lore, part of the reason this can't happen is that the Earth Federation does not have mobile suits at all. And Zeon continues in this series, The Origin, the way they explain that is they're like, these aren't mobile suits, as in they're like bad quality. And even Tim Race is something similar. What do you think makes a mobile suit watching this battle though? Like just like ideal.
It's the mobility.
The mobility, yeah.
Like
Hence the
clearly
name
that
Mobile
is,
Suit.
that is
Yeah,
the
right.
advantage that the Zaku, or not Zaku's, the Bugus have in this fight against like these. I mean, if we hadn't already seen Gun Tank, these would look more like, well, we need to do something with all of these obsolete chassis. Let's turn them into Gun Tank.
I think that's literally what they are in this series. I think they're just
Yeah.
modified gun takes with legs because they got word of Zaku's and Bugus and whatever.
Yeah, and they're like, we can do that too. It's like, but can you 360 no scope while doing a backflip?
can you physically
didn't
kick
think
one
so.
in the chest? There's one point
Yeah.
when they do this little backpack move where one gets down and like samurai dodges like a swipe from
Yeah.
one, and another one hops on his back and like fires a rocket directly at him, and I love that. But yeah, our episode finishes with Minovsky getting crushed, which happens in the and Tim Ray witnessing it, which happens in the origin continuity, which is good for that. Cannot happen in the mainline Gundam continuity because he has to live to give the stuff to the Earth Federation. I think in this, it's the implication is that he already did. Also, Char kill count.
Yes.
It grows. He's crossed the point of like not having of being a murderer, of not having any remorse for killing people. Clearly, huh?
All right. You don't care. You don't give a damn.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Anything before we go on to episode 8?
No, I mean, this was a solid fight.
No. You
Yo.
know it's not canon, but you know,
It's cool. It's cool. We can enjoy things even if they're not canon.
of course.
And now you know who our little girl floating on the
In the credits.
in the credits, yeah, floating on the Steve Irwin killer is. But hey, I mean, with that, I mean, getting into the thick of it, which I think y'all are really ready to talk about. Episode 8. I'm talking too much, so I'll
Yeah.
let y'all take the lead.
We
The Principality of
open-
Zeon. Nope.
Declares its independence.
Yep.
Independence of Zeon. By the way, Lalah is 17 for those asking age. Yeah. We open on not Cassilia, Catherine back again, intimidating
yes.
some folks.
So I did catch the line. There's some mention of her being Ghiren's daughter. So I guess I just assumed she was a different daughter that we hadn't met yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's people from Granada, I'm assuming, is a colony on the moon. There are multiple colonies. The moon seemed pretty highly developed in the couple of big shots we got.
Am I still sharing my screen right now?
Yeah, looks like it.
I guess I can talk about this now if you want to see it, or do you want to? Let's keep talking. We'll talk this later.
Yeah, so that's I was assuming that it was kind of highly developed in little nodes, more or less, and this was one of those kind of big nodes. But they're pleading neutrality, Switzerland style, and her response is, "Yeah, well, my guys just killed a bunch of your dudes nearby, so neutral that."
Right.
Like, and then they run out. She kills her source, and then just truck hits the guys that ran away.
Poor
Just
Bergman.
no loose ends.
Well, Big Bergman shouldn't have opened his mouth.
Yeah.
Bergman is eyeing her up this entire time too, which feels bad.
Don't start none, won't be none. I did like that method of eliminating. I'm assuming what is a one-way street in just these like moon highway tubes, and then it's a truck
Just
that takes
truck.
up the entire tube is just like. "Brrr."
Well, I was gonna save it. I can talk about it now. Hey, because this was actually very confusing to me. Say hello to our two lunar colonies, our two major lunar colonies. We have space colonies, and then we have lunar circular colonies, Granada and Von Braun. It happens later this episode and in episode 9. but the colony on the far... Do you guys remember our map of where all the colonies are?
Yeah, looms on the far side.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Zeon is the closest to the moon. And so Granada gets taken over by the Principality of Zeon, and specifically Cassilia's army early on in the war.
I mean, not much of an army. It's like 6 Bugus and some spy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's effective, but
it was a base here prior to the war, but and you see later on, is it this episode or episode 9, it gets taken over. The other one is not there. Von Braun, which is the colony on the near side of the moon, closer to the Earth Federation, which was actually established way back in 0027. Does the name Von Braun hold any significance to you guys?
yup,
Yep. Named after
just a bit.
German Nazi rocket scientist who came to work for some folks after the war. Tom, I'll give this to you if you want to like scroll through it. I'll just put it in general. There's some cool stuff there if you scroll down to the concept art. We're on the Gundam wiki page for Von Braun City. But it is the first and largest city on the moon, and it is the one that the Earth Federation holds throughout the war. We'll spend a lot more time here in Zeta Gundam, but there are loads of materials down to the levels and sides for how this lunar city works, and the Granada one is similar, if you're seeing what's on my screen right now, with how all this stuff is and how it operates and what the highways are on. But imagine a like perpetual nighttime lunar city. That's pretty much what you get here. They do have an artificial sky in some sort of ways, but very, very cool stuff with Von Braun, and how it's laid out in extensive Gundam material elsewhere. But yeah, that's what our lunar cities are like outside of our space colonies. I do not have population numbers for you guys, but hey, what happens next?
This concept art's cool. I like this.
Yeah.
A bunch of Federation people in Tamaray have a meeting about the fight.
Yeah,
Just
about
occurred.
how they just get completely bodied.
Yep.
Before he
Yeah, and they're all
uses-
blaming him for it.
You didn't get Manovsky.
It's like, I told you these weren't real mobile suits. And then he reveals the RX-78 code name
Gundam.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Granddaddy.
Anaheim Electronics is it's Wonder, the Gundam. Meanwhile, Zeonic's Wonder is the Zaku. Anaheim is sort of based on the moon. It's complicated. We'll understand in 0083. But yeah.
And then we jump back to Amaretto there, stumbling into it, like kicks the robot, and then just, why does it unlock the door? So the story can happen.
Oh, yes. What do you think of our little brown-haired boy here? Our little.
Oh, I thought he was ginger.
Oh yeah, is he redhead or is he ginger? Don't think about it. It changes. he has
I was
reddish
more
brown
focused
hair.
on the robot.
But yeah, that robot's name is Haro. It's your best friend,
love Haro.
Haro. We love Haro.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of him as of now. He's smart,
He's
so I'll
alright.
give him that. But that's about all he's got going for him right now. Is he's smart enough to at least look at his dad's work and be like, huh, maybe he's in the military.
He's a military brat. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're on side
Yeah.
7, which is comprised of
Yes.
this one single colony right now.
Yeah, but we have him hitting the robot. The robot hits the door, and he stumbles in and is all like, what's this weird blueprint of this giant robot with huge eyebrows? Huh.
Victory brows.
Yeah, and then we cut to our just straight up just Heil Hitler.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
0078. There's a statue of Zeon Zoom Daikun right outside, and they're like, yep, Zeon declares its independence and is now the Principality of Zeon, with Degwin Zabi as the top. Have you all, I'm not sure, did I bring it up last time? How do you think Char feels about the place being renamed to his dad's name, and them all using his dead dad as a cornerstone of this whole movement here?
I feel like
I think
he's waiting for a good moment to reveal that little tidbit of information.
Yeah, I think his plan has not revealed itself yet.
Because as of right now, he hasn't really acted like he's really cared. I mean, certainly not as much as actual Char.
Oh, yes. Well, that man no longer exists. This is now Char. What are you gonna say, Kenny?
Oh, he's mostly been in fights, so we haven't really seen any plans. So
Yeah.
no clue.
Seems Degwin, sorry, not Degwin, Ghiren really loves giving speeches, even a little bit more than Papa-san, huh?
Well, yeah, the kind of power that Ghiren wants to wield is constantly reinforced by giving speeches. Rallies, one might call them.
I could say Ghiren's greed has taken hold of him.
Greed? Lust for power.
Yeah. But Zeon is now its own independent nation, and you get to see Revel and, oh, I forget his name, but this is actually another general who's present in Mobile Suit Gundam. Like, well, shit's getting bad, bro, huh? What's funny to me is that we never get to see, this is a very Halo thing, Halo kind of thing that they do here too, where we never get to see, like, the Federation government's, like, congressional or like parliamentary leaders. It's all military leaders on the Federation side. Like the Zeon guides are both government and military. We are only seeing Revel here talking with this guy. We don't get to see who they have to answer to, which is funny. Do you think the Federation has like some sort of parliamentary or democratic government, or do you think they're technically a military dictatorship? We know they're
I mean, presumably it's like a super UN. Because there seemed to be some kind of, like, Senate floor that Zeon, where like, all of the political infighting started. Or not infighting, but the, like, calls for independence. It seemed to be some kind of representative assembly.
Yeah. All right.
And then, we meet this girl who's just trying to mac on Amuro.
Yeah.
Amuro GF.
Yeah, and he's just missing all the signals.
Do you think he's missing, or do you think... Yeah. Her name is Fra. We got Amuro, we got Fra, and we got his purple-haired friend, Kai.
Who is just, hey, I'm cool, and I break the rules. What up?
It's implied all of these kids' parents are either like military or construction for this colony too.
Yeah,
it is cool. And she's like, "Hey, you want to come over?" And I'll to be real, not trying to be little incel here. 15-year-old Miles would love having a girl be like, "Hey, do you want to come over and hang out?
I'll make you a Christmas cake.
I'll make you a cake. I am wanting to spend time with you." And then Amuro's like, "Nah, it's okay. I gotta go look at some robots, bro." It's funny.
There's some mention of her being a conduct monitor.
Yeah, I think she's like class rep. If you watch it all, like Japanese, like she's the I forget her name. What's her name from Evangelion? Who like ends up hanging out with the
yeah. And then we get the cut to Christmas cake. She's like, "I'll make you a Christmas cake," and then it's Christmas now.
And cake.
Yeah, and cake.
He dropped
the
it
robot's
off.
being annoying. The robot was, I liked it initially, and now it's like I'm with Amuro. It's like, yo, shut up, stop making noise.
But he's had it since he was a little kid. It's Haro. It's your best friend.
It's Techno the robot dog, and it needs to shut up.
I also love the idea that Amuro left Fra there on the side of the road. He went home. She went home, baked the cake, gave it to him. He was like, cool, and then closed the door.
Yeah, right, because he's just eating it alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, can I come in? And he's like, no.
Nah.
It's just alone in the dark.
Oh, he's got Hara.
Fra,
Yeah.
Amuro doesn't deserve you. You could do so much better, girly. And
Yeah, but it seems like he's reviewing his dad's work, trying to figure out, like,
if you were
what he's doing.
if you were 15 and your dad was building a giant robot, you know, you too would also be like, hey, bro, I gotta figure out what this is.
Yeah.
Well, we get to January 3rd, 0079, the beginning of the 1-year war. Zeon declares war against the Earth Federation. Unprovoked.
Yeah, see, if you watch this in the dub, they don't subtitle the Eastern hieroglyphics.
The kanji.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No, they don't. I
they
have no
don't.
idea what was said here.
yeah, not a clue. I literally in my notes wrote title card.
Yeah.
This
They
is
haven't subtitled or like translated
Oh.
any of the writing that has been shown.
Yeah.
oh, so in the
There's
Toonami
a
broadcast,
little
they
bit of
do.
a voiceover, which I
Okay.
assume might cover it, but
I can give you a little bit now. So hey, fun
I
thing.
just good because I'm on the episode, but you can go. Yeah.
Okay, I want to let y'all talk. Reverse canon check. Almost every single incident that is mentioned here is 100% canon. So Dozel
Yeah.
hitting the Federation fleet first as their vice admiral, canon. Cassilia invading Von Braun happened exactly. All these things smash happened at the same time. What were you gonna say, Kitty?
Oh, I had the same thing up
Yeah.
as well, but yeah. Yeah, occupy Granada actually, but no, it's all good.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Granada, not Von Braun. They've moved on from Bugus. We are now firmly into Zaku 2s.
yeah.
Zaku
So
1s and 2s.
big space battle.
Big
Not
space
prop,
battle.
not proper space battle. It's kind of big boat battle in space. Pretend 0G is water. Big boat line up and big boat take big shots.
Yeah, we get to see all these Salamis class ships, if you remember from the 8th MS
Yeah,
team.
but the fun of space battles is orbital mechanics, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's big sweeping arcs and firing torpedoes, and there's this was big boat line up and go boom. But Char's flying around and taking video calls while fighting. Just
Yeah,
he's-
right.
because he's that cool.
He's that bored.
Char, did this really happen? Yeah, I was in the heat of battle, and I was also talking to my girlfriend while I was destroying several battleships.
My unsanctioned psycher girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
And then
Hey, do you
Sorry.
know? Oh, sorry, go on.
no.
Do you
I
know
was
where
gonna
she
move on.
is? Where?
On the moon?
Okay, so she,
Granada,
Lalah,
maybe.
is at the what was the name? She is at the Flanagan Institute. Do you remember that name, Flanagan Institute?
Yeah.
From
That's the
yeah,
That's where
the
the
final episode of MS Team.
that's where the
Yeah,
kids
yeah.
came from.
Yep.
That's
Ghost Children of Christmas Future, yeah.
yeah. But go on. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off. Please keep talking.
But we're entering our war is bad part of the Gundam show, which I have a feeling this is kind of how most Gundam shows are going to go, where it's introduction to our character and their belief is challenged, their belief is affirmed, war is started, and then as war is ongoing, people are like, maybe war is bad. Maybe my enemy is human too. And this is kind of that moment, because we start cutting back and forth from Ghiren just Hitler,
He's
just
Holy war.
Hitler screaming, and
Dan
and
does
then,
love the monologue, huh?
So
yeah, and then Fed troops just getting murked.
yeah,
And
so
then Rawl is like, "Yo, this is not a war, guys." The music changes and becomes sad. Like it goes from triumphant trumpets to like, "Oh man, we killed a lot of people."
So a few
Like-
things. The exact quote from Ghiren Zabi is fire and brimstone has rained down from the heavens onto side 2. Hey, that's where they're attacking right now. They attack the moon and they attack side 2 Hate first. Who is
Yeah.
from side 2?
Pikachu.
And Mikael.
Vincent Pikachu.
Trigger Happy Trevor, as you call him. Both from side 2. That's where they were being shipped in to fight for the Earth Federation early on, during the 8th MS team. Hey, I have a question for you. When do you think the 8th MS team is happening in all this? This is January 3rd, 0079.
Well, we get a date
79.
in MS team.
It is definitely during 0079. It is during this war.
Yeah.
So,
Oh well, then 1 year war, so that definitely takes place in 79.
yeah, but
Did we
when?
click
We're
on
in
the
January
holiday?
right now.
I feel like there was another holiday in the 8th MS.
Yeah, let me ask another question. How many Gundams have you seen so far?
0.
None.
Yeah. And how many
Are you telling me that Raytheon just puts out like thousands of GMs in weeks?
we will have to see. We will have to see.
Miles.
We will have to
Oh,
see.
no.
I like
That
I'm
Ghiren-
gonna hate. I'm gonna whenever that happens, I'm probably going to start screaming at you about logistics.
Oh man,
And
yeah.
where did the materials come from again?
We are
Soapbox. Get the soapbox.
if you're keeping that track, it is January 3rd, 0079. Dozozabi attacks the Earth Federation fleet and embarrasses an admiral. I'm forgetting his name. Cassilia attacks Von Braun and Granada. They're only able to take Granada. And they also start just hammering Hate, which is side 2. And I believe if you guys are familiar with appeasement during World War II, which is what Hitler was doing, where he'd be like, hey, we have to attack these guys. We have to invade these guys. They have his usual reasoning was they have ethnic Germans in their country. We need to liberate and bring into our empire. The Zeon justification seems to be that Hate has a higher than usual anti-Zeon and pro-Federation sentiment than any other colony, so they have to attack them first. But
I took it more as that the choice seemed split, that it was 50-50. And they're like, if we're gonna go anywhere, we gotta go here,
yeah,
because everywhere else was either like firmly pro or firmly against, is
Yeah.
what it seemed. But either way,
yeah. But yeah, we get our nice little conversation after Dozel does his speech. Did y'all have any thoughts about this battle scene? You get to this is the thing. I know we're not arguing about it anymore. Hopefully, if you are, feel free to speak up
Not
now.
yet.
You get to see why mobile suits are strategic in this thing, as you know, the mobility of these damn things where they can just slice through friggin' core boosters like we saw at one point, or just maneuver around battleships and go directly behind them and fire into their thrusters and blow them up, is what makes them
in a 0G environment, I'll give you that.
yeah in the 0G. Oh, I mean, as we saw in the 8th MS team, they totally are struggling in that mud. But yeah, I mean, finishing off the episode, going towards the end, Ramba Rao, Commander
He's
Rao,
out.
having some moral complications with Dozel about, hey, this isn't cool,
Well,
as Ghiren
War
is
is bad.
belting out his heart about the
I mean, we literally get Ghiren screaming victory and then massive explosion, like side by side.
Yeah, just blasting through the side of one of these Hate colonies.
Yeah.
I'll just say side 2 occasionally. You guys do not have to remember that Zeon was Munzo. It is now Zeon, and then that was side 3, and then Hate is side 2 and Loon is side 5. Don't worry about it. You can just call them by their sides. They do that for the most part in the original Gundam. But yeah.
Yeah, but then the cool kids show up for Amuro.
Yeah, they're like,
hey, come break the rules with us.
Yeah, let's go hijack a construction vehicle to go see the mobile suits.
Yeah.
how does that go?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I called him smart earlier. There is a restricted section of this place where you know your dad is working on something that's definitely seems secret, especially if he didn't tell you about it. And he told you, hey, you know that place over there where it says don't go? Don't ever go there.
But
Maybe you can kind of surmise what's happening over there, bud.
But Tom, look at 13 minutes, 31 seconds in. Kai said no balls, no dick. You got to prove you got balls in the dick. You said
Okay.
no balls, no dick.
Pussy, bro?
Okay,
Are you a
but
pussy?
Moped Girl isn't even there to impress.
So,
True.
it is
True.
very clear none of these guys care about poor old Fra. Even a little Hayato there on the side there is just kind of along for the ride. That's our friend Hayato. We got the boys here. We got Hayato, Amuro, and Kai.
Nah, man. All right, tip for all the young men out there. Injuring yourself is never for impressing the boys. It is only for impressing girls. If you're gonna go hard, make it worth it.
Yeah, right. Don't do it with a bunch of men around you.
You see, Tom comes from a place where he was clearly a bit cooler. Me and Kenny were just getting into stuff.
No, I
for
come from a
fun.
place where we were bored enough that one of my friends and I were like, what happens if we try to snowboard down a tree? And the answer did nothing good.
Nothing good, yeah. Hey, well, peer pressure works, and Kai ends up getting Amuro to go into this facility, and they take a tractor up a clearly surveyed area and get blasted at immediately.
Just
Yeah.
instantly, not even through the
Just-
front doors.
No warning either. Just your vehicle has crossed the line and now is just being shredded.
They also, I mean, to give them credit, despite the fact that these guys did just fire upon children, I can't believe I said that. They also are in the middle of what is an inter-system war that just popped off with
Yes.
a terrorist group.
That's
Slash,
fair.
yeah.
They are on edge.
Yeah, and
You can do something
also
stupid.
also to be fair, everyone living in this colony knows that area is off limits.
True, too.
And now you know how off limits it is.
I love this shot because if you've ever gotten in trouble as a young man, you feel it. There's a shot around 15 minutes, 55 seconds into episode 8 of all of them standing in front of the tractor, whatever it is, the vehicle with their hands up. And I'm like,
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
that's
That is
Young
the
and-
cops have pulled you over for the first time look.
Oh,
But then I love the just like I mean these guys got training from the LAPD, man. Just immediately just starts beating these children.
slap the
Wailing
shit
on
out of Amuro.
Except for Amuro.
Hey,
Yeah.
Cop called in.
Hey, your dad's my boss. I can't punch you. Get out of here,
I
kid.
love
I already did.
he checks the ID. They are still actively. Hayato
Yeah.
is getting less of it. They are actively beating the shit out of Kai as it's going, and then they look at Amuro's ID and like, "Oh, you're Tim Ray's son." He's like, "Get over here, loser." I mean, kid.
Yeah. Like, great stuff.
Yeah.
And then we get so I really thought it was gonna be Char committing war crimes.
Mhm. He
But
has
it's
killed.
It's Ghiren who's like, hey, how about we get everyone to commit war crimes, and then we're all in the same boat. You know, that's how America was formed, right?
So
They would have been hanged for treason. Let's do the same thing.
tell us what happens here, because we're going to talk a lot about this here today. It's only 8:02. Ramba comes in, and he's got a special request from old Dozel. Old good guy, good heart Dozel. And he's like, yo, what's
Yeah.
up, Dozel? And Dozel's
Yeah.
like, I got a plan, dude. Big bro gave me a plan.
And
You hear
Rampa's
this
like,
shit.
that is the work of the devil.
Oh, explain the plan, guys. Please, explain the plan.
Well, it seems like I'll take the lead on this one. They take a page out of good old Abaddon's book, and proceed to want to throw a Blackstone fortress at Earth, or in this case, one of the colonies.
Yeah, which I didn't know actually. I never heard this up till now. The individual colonies are sometimes called Banshee. Banshee.
I thought they were saying Banshee.
Banshee, yeah. It's
Bonky,
not it's
whatever.
Banshee. Yeah, it's weird. I thought it was Banshee too, like because there is a Gundam Banshee, by the way, later on. It is BANCHI. Banshee, which is what they call the individual colonies, sometimes the individual O'Neill cylinders. But yeah, keep going. What describe what Rambaral hears when he enters this room, helmet in hand after a mission.
Basically just Dozel like laying it out like, hey, here's this. Here, man, you gotta stick with us to enact this plan that big old brother Eisensfeigen over there cooked up. We're gonna take this O'Neill cylinder, right? We're gonna throw it at or around the the moon?
Around the moon?
Around the
lower
moon,
yeah.
and using its gravitational pull to then launch this O'Neill cylinder into Earth. And it's gonna be great, and everyone's gonna love it.
It's gonna end the war immediately, guys. It's gonna end the war
It's
immediately.
not gonna piss anyone off, and it's definitely gonna hit your target and only your target.
We're gonna hit Jaburo.
Dead center.
Dead
One
center.
spot.
Nowhere else. It'll kill a
No
few.
curveball, no wind up, nothing but fucking gas.
Yes.
What do you say, Rumba?
And he's like, I'm not.
Fuck no. Get me the hell out of here.
What?
Ramba is just, sir, I am refusing an unlawful order, sir. Like,
Oh,
come on. I love that it's Dozo too, though.
Oh,
'Cause it's
yeah.
like the next episode is kind of just Mongo realizes that other people have children too.
Yeah, right.
Like,
So off screen, this probably isn't some book. The actual conversation is some book, and I'm sure there's a moment of Ghiren and Cassilia being like, "You tell him, no, you tell him, no, you tell him." I'm picturing Dad was not consulted. Degwin was not consulted. Ghiren and Cassilia, or just Ghiren alone, was like, they're sitting. They have a picture of Sosuro above them, and they're like, "So if we're gonna do this, we can't tell people. We clearly look evil. Who's the dumbest dude we could tell to get Rambaral to do this?"
Who's the biggest scapegoat we can throw this on just in case this doesn't work?
And
Let's pick the dude who miraculously survived that one car bomb.
And then the Garma walks past the room. He's like, "You guys want cookies?" And they're like, "Thanks, Garma." And then they're like, "Well, it can't be him. It's got to be the other purple-haired one."
yeah, love it. But Ramba's out. Just straight up, just
Ramba
gone.
has his
Yeah.
rank demoted all the way down to lieutenant.
Yeah.
And
And then we go inside.
after, by the way,
the-
Dozel smashes
yeah.
this little electrical panel with his bare hands
Yeah.
and is electrocuted.
And just
Yeah, and then gets electrocuted,
He
yeah.
takes it.
which is just fantastic.
Well, he survived a car bomb. The man can survive anything.
Yeah, he's unkillable.
And we meet a colony. Some of them are called Texas, some of them are called other things. We'll get to Moon someday. We meet a colony called Island Ifish. And there's a boy and a girl.
That's what that said.
And there's young love. There's two little young people making little plans about what their little young hearts are gonna do
Yeah,
after
they gotta
this
evacuate.
war.
We gotta
And
evacuate.
nothing bad is going to happen to
they have
them.
very
ever.
important names.
We got
Memorizing
have in
now.
my notes that dude
Yeah.
is so gonna die.
we got purple
Yeah.
hair and we got brunette
Yuki
boy.
and Fong
Yuki
They
and
do
remember
get
them for
Conley.
now.
Remember them. You'll need to remember these names. No,
You
no.
Yeah.
think they're important.
Well, we also see the Zeon have like big Zaku Zambonis on the outside.
right. Just
We don't
covering
know
the-
what they're doing yet, but it's like heat resistant coating. Because you know, when you chuck something into an atmosphere, it tends to burn up on entry. So
Yeah. What?
they're trying their best.
Don't ask me about the model number for those guys. I could not find it. But
It's
Zaku Zamboni.
it's Zaku Zamboni, dude.
I feel really
Zamboni
bad
09.
because there's big,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
especially with the people escaping in the contemporary vehicles and the suitcases strapped to their backs and of the minivans. It's very big, like, Iranian, like, revolution, like, yo, this is getting bad. We gotta get out of here quick vibes. One, I hope none of us have to know anytime soon. But yeah, they're like, yo, I do not know what's going on. We need to get to these shelters now. The Zeons have taken over the colony, and they are not even coming inside. They are outside with their giant cruisers, and they are actively covering up all our windows, and we need to get to the shelters.
Well, yeah, I don't know which character said it because I was writing notes, but it was like if we're gonna throw a colony into a planet, we don't want them to see it.
That's Dozo says that. Or no, we get that in a little bit with the when they're loading the gas ship. This guy's
Yeah,
like,
so-
well, if you're getting hurtled towards Earth, you don't want to have to watch it coming towards you. So let's just put them all to sleep. Which, I mean,
But in the face of young love,
Miles.
love conquers all, guys.
In this universe where we have captured a second moon, these guys couldn't throw an asteroid at Earth. They couldn't strap engines to an asteroid. They had to get a big metal tube full of people and huck that at Earth.
Well,
It's very chaos of them.
how
Like-
That's why this is Abaddon style.
Throw Ceres at Earth.
Well, Tom,
Like,
have you
That sounds like
ever
what a
thought
Earthnoid would say?
that sounds like what a dirty, sympathetic Earthnoid would say. Also, does that not make you
Damn.
you horrible fascist Earth Federation pig responsible for their deaths? You made us do this. Gentlemen, we can
you could have grabbed a rock, guys.
so I'm making the jokes, but as we end on our kiss here with episode 8, it is apparent to me that Zeon, at the very least, Ghiren wanted bloodshed.
Yeah, he
Oh,
wanted
you fucking reckon?
this.
As these two embrace and we go to our credits. Hey guys, that's the end of episode 8. Do you have any credit? Any more thoughts before we go on to the colony drop?
Dude, 9 is just war crimes.
All right.
Oops, all war
insane.
crimes.
All right. So
Oops, all war crimes.
we're moving on to episode 9.
Dropping the colony.
Dropping the colony. All right. Who wants to read? Kenny, Tom, Leo. Who wants to read?
Fuck it, I'll do it.
All right, Leo. I'm sharing my screen so the others can follow along. Operation British, off of the Gundam Wiki. Feel free to read.
Alright. Operation British was a Principality of Zeon military operation in the early stage of the One-Year War. It was intended to destroy the Earth Federation forces headquarters at Jaburo by dropping a space colony onto it. Though the colony did not hit its intended target, shocker, it still resulted in massive casualties on Earth.
So we go to probably the most iconic image in the Gundam franchise. The island Ifish colony, post being gas, landing on Sydney, Australia. I have it in my notes. It's a little bit of an inside joke in the Gundam community. We've seen dogs, we've seen cats, we've seen bears. I think we've even seen like some tropical birds on Earth in Gundam. We have, at least to my knowledge, in the Universal Century, never seen a koala, which has led some to assume that, oh yeah, koalas just no longer exist. and the universal
Me being
censor
obliterated. Fucking
because
Christ.
It's because Australia just got
mean-
flipped off the map.
Australia is gone. Read this side panel here.
Oh, wait, hold on. Operation British, part of 1 week battle beginning January 3rd, 0079, ending on January 10th, 0079. Location is Site 2 of Australia.
All right, we can keep going down. Read the background if you can. If you don't want to, it's cool. I can do it.
I
Oh,
forgot I was on push to talk, my bad.
That's all right.
Knowing that its national strength was overwhelmingly weak compared to the Federation, the Principality of Zeon military conceived a plan to ensure its victory, dropping a space colony onto Jaburo.
Okay, you can stop
Here.
there. Sorry. Let's go to history, and we'll zoom past these things. If you can summarize fast, it's fine. If not, just read it literally.
On January 3rd, UC0079 at 0720 hours, the Principality of Zeon declared war on the Earth Federation. 3 seconds later, Zeon fleets began attacking Side 1, 2, and 4. These attacks were intended both as a show of force and to destroy the Federation's space garrisons. Zeon forces made liberal use of thermonuclear weapons and G3 nerve gas, slaughtering billions of colony residents.
All right, so
During-
this was a blitz type thing. All right.
Yep.
Keep going.
During this battle, Zeon forces secured the 8 Banshee of Side 2, Island Ifish. On January 4th at 21:30 hours, Zeon mobile suits and worker pods finished reinforcing Island Ifish and installing nuclear pulse engines onto it. As the nuclear pulse engines activated, the colony began decelerating before being pulled in by Earth gravity and entering freefall.
All right, keep going.
On January 5th at 1200 hours, the Federation's remaining ships began launching an attack on the colony and the defending Zeon fleet. Meanwhile, having deduced that Jaburo was the target, Luna 2 immediately deployed a fleet carrier carrying nuclear missiles to intercept the colony. The commander of the gathered Federation's fleet was Vice Admiral TNM, then an officer of Luna 2. The Federation interception fleet battled the Zeon defending fleet several times between January 6th and January 8th. During this period, Island Ifish was hit by several nuclear missiles. However, having been reinforced, the colony maintained its shape despite its outer walls being breached.
So if viewers at home, Tom, you guys are probably wondering, there are video games that cover this whole week-long event. But this is a very long battle in the first major battle of the Gundam universe. All right, keep going just a little bit more. We won't read all of this. With January 8th.
On January 8th at 13:15 hours, the Federation fleet launched an attack on the Zeon fleet, deciding to first destroy the colony's defenders. This marked the first actual fleet battle in the war. However, despite having the numerical advantage, the Federation fleet was beaten back by Zeon's mobile suits. At this point, the success of Operation British seemed certain. On January 9th, the Federation fleet ceased its attacks on the colony. Attacks from ground-based nuclear missiles also ceased. Presumably, this was due to fear that continued attacks would cause the colony to break apart, causing damage on an even larger scale. On January 10th at 02:50 hours, countless transport planes were launched from Jaburo as the base finally began its evacuation.
All right.
At 08:27 hours, the colony entered the atmosphere. It was expected that it would impact Jaburo at around 09:05 hours. However, something unexpected happened at 08:35 hours. Due to the damage it sustained during the battle in space, the colony broke apart over the Arabian Peninsula. At 08:41 hours, the front of the colony impacted Sydney, Australia, obliterating the city. The rest of the colony broke into pieces and rained down on North America and the Pacific Ocean. At 0900 hours, the shockwave caused the first wave of damage, followed by the secondary damage caused by tsunamis and other disasters. After confirming the failure of the operation, the Zeon escort fleet retreated.
Hey, so that was a lot. Not good. This is one of the craziest fictional terrorist attacks in fiction, the Island Ifish colony attack. just real quick, hey, we won't have the sound playing. Who remembers episode 7 of the 8th MS team as one Ensign Shiro Amada is having a flashback?
The
Yes,
dude
that-
is bleeding out of his eyes.
So we get to see a Zaku 1 breach a colony,
Yeah.
and it shoots gas into the colony, and then my screen froze there. We get to see Shiro dealing with this horrible PTSD of dealing with what was going on with this event. Where did Shiro say he was from?
Side
He
2.
said side 2.
Side 2.
Where is Island Ifishin?
Side 2.
Side 2. Hey, you've seen your first event from a different perspective. Before we dig into the episode, hey, let's go to episode 12 of the 8th MS team. Hey, who else found it weird that it was just kind of snowing in the middle of summer in Southeast Asia? I wonder what's going on with the geological climate of the world in the universal century.
Yeah.
Stuff's messed
Guys,
up,
it's just
man.
completely thrown into chaos.
Yep. So,
See? Chaos.
chaos. all right. So we can go and get into the episode. I talked a bit there. Yeah, stuff's not good. We got a new intro though. Who caught
Woo.
Yeah.
who caught just real fast because I know we gotta get this stuff. Who caught that in the opening the cockpit changed from 2019 when this was made to 1979.
To the original
I
anime. Yep. Looked very
Did
different.
not catch that.
All right, give me your thoughts, guys. Let's start talking.
So dude dies. Everyone got gassed. Colony gets dropped like the Blackstone Fortress on Decadia. Abaddon, you're still a sore loser and a punk bitch. Anyway,
Ghiren and him should have tea. They'd be best friends.
Zeon successfully wipes out her half of the Earth population after everything is all said and done.
All right.
And
Canon
boy.
check. Okay.
you son of a bitch.
So this is one of the most weirdest, dubious things in the show. That number is weird. So it is said in the show that that Ghiren Zabi's colony drop, the Island Ifish attack, you guys can open that link if you want to, on Earth in Sydney, Australia, was half of the Earth's population died. That is technically not true, and it is so weirdly debated of how many people live in space versus how many people live on Earth that it's hard to keep up with. Who remembers earlier when I said 11 billion people in total, 10 billion in space, 1 billion on Earth?
I think I remember you mentioning that.
Those numbers shift so much between series, and there's actually a point in Zeta Gundam, I believe, where they talk about that, and it's very unclear whether they're talking about the current population. Zeta Gundam takes place after Gundam, spoilers. Not everybody dies. It's unclear if they're talking about the current population of space or the post or pre-war population of space. It's so confusing. The figure that I have, and this is sourced from Plenty, ad 1308 off of the Gundam Reddit, the Earth Spear, which is Earth and all of its colonies, had a population of 13 billion in December 0078, right before this war kicked off. As a result of the war, tectonic shifts, tsunamis, horrible climate change, half of the Earth sphere's population died, resulting in 6.5 billion people still alive between the colonies and Earth. We do not know if those numbers are correct, or if those numbers are the amount of people straight up living on Earth, the amount of people that were living in space. There's one figure where it's like, hey, most people actually survived the attack on Earth, which I call BS. There is enough of a sizable population on Earth that not half of the people on Earth died. There are not just 500 million people on Earth when we start beginning Gundam, the 1 year war now. But that halved figure is true, because the quote from the beginning of Mobile Suit Gundam is half of the people in the Earth sphere died, whether from Zeon dropping colonies on people, or gassing people, or people on Earth being getting killed in the middle of this conflict. Okay, half of humanity dies in this war is all you need to know. Okay, all right, carry on.
Zombie family meeting.
What'd you say, Tom?
I said, Roger that.
Roger that. All right, keep going.
Are you talking about Ghiren saying we should purge them in this holy war?
So,
Yeah, that part.
Ghiren Zabi is so crazy because he's killed more people than anyone in history, and his dad is super pissed about it because that clearly
Bro is
wasn't
like
planned.
triple Stalin, at least.
It is Ghiren Zabi, mosquitoes, then Stalin, and I think that's about it. It's crazy. Indirectly or directly, even just directly, I think.
Well, what's wild too is that his dad, like, it's like, hey, do you understand what you did wrong? I did nothing wrong. I do it again, and I drag them to hell with me. It's like, bruh. Like,
Have a
I think
Snickers.
the like billions of souls will latch onto your ankles and drag you down to hell just fine.
Yeah. And then we get our iconic shot around like 6 minutes, 6 seconds of, the colony just blasting into Earth, which is repeated in like almost every single piece of Gundam media. Did you guys know about this going into the show at all, by the way?
No. But, I mean, it's as much as you're comparing the show to
Final Fantasy VII scene.
Yeah, I thought you guys would have known about it either from the meteor drop from that or just social osmosis. But yeah, it's probably the most iconic.
An event was gonna occur, but
yeah,
no.
Half of people in the Earth sphere are dead. Yeah, and Ghiren is like, yeah, bro, what's the problem?
And is now wanting to do another one.
Or like, we missed. We missed. Let's try again.
Well, the other thing is, I'm not sure how he thinks militaries work. Again, these are the same people who would go on to make the DOP. I'm not sure how they think militaries work, but hitting the one HQ base is not going to stop.
Well, also,
yeah.
Okay, if they have the materials to make all of the to make all these all of this, you definitely have the materials to make, I don't know, 100,000 tungsten telephone poles and drop those from orbit. Like, come on. There are so many other options than let's hit them with 17 Beijings in a Pringle can.
Yeah. Did you guys catch the population of Zeon, by the way?
150 million.
150 million.
It's insane.
I wish
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. And I think that is more people than are in most colonies. So things are clearly getting a little cluttered and heated in Zeon.
Little need for some Lebensraum, maybe?
Yeah. Hey, well, I mean, Guineas and Yuri were surely up to something on Earth. Who knows? And hey, family meeting at about 7 minutes 35 seconds.
Yeah,
huh?
whoa.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about.
Yeah. I love the little eye look Cassilia gives Garma of like, they fighting. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna move on to the next bit, which is Mongo realizes that other people have children.
Yeah, we get to see wife and little baby
Fucking that
Minerva.
moment.
Yeah.
Which, his intro is wild. He's just like, oh, look, there's my little baby. Let me grab it and swing it around. Don't you love me, baby?
Yeah, that was insane. Really gave me like Lenny vibes from Of Mice and Men.
He's just like, what? What did I do wrong? Why doesn't baby love me?
So
it's because I have a scary face.
I asked the last time, where morality worst to least? How is our ranking of the Zabi family right now? What do you think? What do you think poor old does?
The meme you posted basically encapsulates.
Yeah, Ghiren, Cassilia, Dad,
Degwin.
Degwin,
Yeah.
Mongo, Garma.
You don't think
Well, I think Degwin knows the consequences and has chosen violence a couple times. Mongo is just he does what the Shiny Hat Man says. So if Shiny Hat Man is corrupted, then he's corrupted too.
There's a line in here I love too when it's right before he's like, Garma, come to my quarters so I can massage your head a little bit more. He's like, yes, Dad. There's a moment when he's like, dude, we are going to go down for war crimes. They're gonna take us to the Hague, bro. Ghiren, if we lose this, it's bad. And Ghiren's like, nah, but we'll win.
Yeah, that's Ghiren's vibe, is only if we lose. It's like, dude, come on.
Only if we never lose or never die, we'll always win, duh. Jesus.
It'll kill it. You'll die only if it kills me.
So funny.
Shout out to Marvel for that classic line.
It'll kill you, or you'll die only if it kills me.
But yeah, flips the baby up, meets with wife. Wife is seemingly just says, well, I guess I've just now...
Yeah, enemy is just, this is my life now.
I'm stuck.
Right.
I cannot leave. She cannot leave this situation.
Not after his
that's really it,
declaration.
Yeah, I think that's more it. She's just like, I can't say no, and once I say yes, I can't leave.
And with Dozel,
I want to live.
With Dozel, you at least know that he's like has a caring part, but I cannot imagine a world where she ever made him mad because
no.
And
Get her neck snapped like a twig.
He jumps. I don't think he'd do that, but I can totally see him accidentally like swinging his arms around, and then her head spins off her body with his Hulk strength. Unfortunately, I also hate the creepiness of him being like, "We gotta have more babies. We gotta have more babies to repopulate the Earth. I just killed."
He does such a 180. It's maybe other people have babies. How many babies have I killed?
No.
Maybe war is bad. If war is bad and babies are dead, I must need to make more babies. We need to make a legacy for Zeon by making more babies.
They were weak. So they were losing. So we were right. We should be the ones populating. Like, oh, come on, man, you were so close.
And he is like crying. Bonkers. He is crying over this. Tears are...
It's legitimately, this man is trying to reconcile patriotism with love for his family. And the fact that, like, if I love my family, that means, like duty, but war may be bad. But big brother and duty, but war may be bad. But I can make more babies. But, like...
keep their baby safe.
Here, back up for your mic just a little bit, Kenny.
Safe.
Oh, back up your mic a little bit. Can you say it again? Sorry, you're a little muffled.
Oh no, that was basically the same thing as Tom was saying.
Like, I rarely, if ever, use this word, but in this scene especially, he's just so extra, man.
He's so extra. I also love him lying there, like, head in friggin' Zinna's lap, and he's like, man... He stops.
The bad guy?
Yeah, he stops just short of.
Am I a bad person?
Am I a bad person? And I don't know how she'd answer if he asked him that. If he asked her that.
Yes is the obligatory answer. It just has to be.
You're gonna tell him that?
That's fair.
Really though.
Also, she is like maybe like 21, 22 here, by the way. This is a 40-year-old man.
23.
She was 19, 20 when they're at the academy, and a year or two's passed. So, yeah.
And then we cut to protests on Loom with good people on both sides. Out protesting because that's Loom.
Yeah,
we seem to have kind of like geographically narrowed where the story needs to be contained. So instead of having like all the sides be mixed on the idea, we're just gonna have Loom. It's just and it's gonna be a perfect 50-50 split.
Yeah. We have our map right there. Loom is side 5. See if I can find a higher quality one for you. If you want to see this, you can
5.
go to the Gundam. Right, you get Loom.
Oh,
You got
okay,
whatever
right next to-
Solomon is, and Luna and all that, and side 3 the farthest away from everything, and then Loom kind of smack dab in the middle.
Yeah.
Literally.
Interesting. But yeah, we get Sayla in like a triage unit tending to people that have been shot during the protest. Because
Yeah.
it looks like we're just opening fire on the pro-Zeon side.
Yeah, they straight up say, they're like,
Yeah.
we're not hiding it. We got it.
Yeah.
They're
Y'all
taking
jealous.
a very post-war like Germany thing of like, we are not even tolerating the Zeon ideology stuff.
Yeah. And then we get this dude, Lieutenant Tachi, who
Yeah.
shows up.
I've seen before.
Dude,
Yeah.
all the way back
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Yeah, he helped their escape when she was just a wee baby. And I love how he goes about it too. He's just like, "Hey, you know this Char Osnable guy? Like, are you familiar with that?
And
You are? Hey, also, your brother's alive. Bye."
And
Bye.
Char, by the way, to her, the last thing she knows is her brother
Yes.
got blown up in a
Yep.
a colony thing, and Char
Yep.
just lost contact with the Aswell
Yeah.
family and has not. Char is not calling back home, mimicking the dude's
Yeah.
voice. He's just cutting them off immediately.
Oh, absolutely.
And then she gets a call from real Char's dad.
Yes,
Is who
Mr.
was on the other end there?
Yeah, Mr. Asnable.
And he's like,
Mr. Asnable.
your adoptive dad just had a heart attack. So more trauma for Sayla.
Poor Sayla, bro. Rough life.
So
Going
much
through it.
trauma.
And we're back on the moon.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah, and new
Yep.
Zaku models. We meet the Black Tri-Stars, which hilarious intro for them, where they're just like, "Look at us, the Black Tri-Stars, and check out our awesome purple and black Zakus. That'll really make us stand out and look different than everyone else. Wait, who's this guy in the red one? Why does he get to be different?"
All right, Tom. I got something for you
I love him.
our 2 Warhammer fans. So Char shows up in the red Zaku. Yeah, Zaku 2. Hey, click on
Okay.
that link for me. Tom,
Nice.
this time.
Zaku 2 Commander type. Oh, is this the one with the fin just because it's an officer?
Yeah, so this is Char.
It's
this
the
is
one with the shoot. It's the one with the shoot me fin.
This
I love
is
it.
not just a type of mobile suit. This wiki page for the MSO6S Zaku 2 commander type is Char's specific mobile suit. This is Char's
Yeah.
custom suit.
'Cause one of the texts is like, "I can't do that. There's a limiter." He goes, "Rip it out."
So
I
what are
don't need it."
they talking about? They're talking about the
Yeah.
engine. All right. Go down to history real quick.
I was reading technology history.
Okay.
The MSO6S Zaku 2 commander type was intended to reflect the design concept of the high mobility R type, first proposed in UC 76. As development of local warfare mobile suits began, using production facilities for the Zaku 2. Because of this, in addition to being a high performance unit, it also served as a technical field trial unit in the enhancement of mobile suit mobility. Development of the S-type was led by Elliot Rem, testing mostly conducted at field testing fields at Granada.
Okay, you can skip to in early stages.
Of the 1-year war, Zeon concealed its existence by passing it off as the F-type. Between the Battle of Loom and the signing of the Antarctic Treaty, the S-type achieved impressive battle results, the most famous of which was the unit piloted by Char Aznable, which single-handedly shot down 5 battleships during the
We'll get to
Battle of
that.
Loom, earning Char the nickname Red Comet. This unit was said to move at 3 times the speed of a regular Zaku,
All right, stop.
demonstrating Char's skill as a pilot.
Excellent. Hey, Warhammer fans. What's the
Hi.
deal with orcs and painting things red?
You
It makes it go
son
faster.
Of a bitch. Yeah.
Do you know
Oh,
what
that
that
is
is a
kinda funny.
reference to?
Racing stripes?
That is a reference to Gundam. The orc
Prove it.
That is that's one of the most
Prove
well-known
it.
things. I don't have
Cite
it for you right now. That is one of the most well-known things. 1978
No,
Mobile Suit
because
Gundam.
paint red, go fast.
Yeah. So
That's so ancient.
Char's-
universal law.
Char's
That's caveman shit, dude.
Char's mobile suit goes Char's Zaku to commander type goes 3 times faster than all other Zaku 2s. Now there is a common misunderstanding. So all of Char's suits are actually painted red in the show. You'll see this as we go on. They're not green like the other ones. The other red suits, his red Zagok and other ones, do not actually go faster. He just got them custom made in red because remember what's his favorite color? When he's like, he's like,
Blood.
yeah, red. When he was talking in the other episode, when he saw through the goggles, he's like, everything looks red. I kind of like it. But those ones do not actually move faster. They're just red. But Char's famous thing, you'll understand it when you watch original Mobile Suit Gundam. Char's Zaku 2 moves 3 times faster than all other suits, and that is actually what the reference is in Warhammer when the orcs are like.
I'm not buying it. You need
okay, you
to
need
prove
the sword. Okay, let me find it after the podcast.
I'm gonna need sourcing for that one. And to further say a fuck you, there's plenty of purple gun mobile suits out there all the time, and yet we can still see them. So fuck you.
So that they didn't do that, but this is the reference, which is crazy.
What's on Char's hip? Is that a sword or a gun?
Let me pull that up.
Also, he's a lieutenant now. He took Rawl's job.
Yeah, he took Rawl's role because Rawl isn't a sociopath. Tom.
Yeah. Well,
Rawl.
yeah. Rawl has a moral compass.
Let me look at his hip in this scene with the black dry stars.
Speaking of just being insane, I love how he's talking to these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're all just like, where do you get things? Where are you special? He's like, why are you not special? Why can you not do the things I do? Is it because you suck? Well, stop sucking.
Are you not glorious members of the Aryan master race? Why are your pauldrons smaller than mine?
Yeah.
Maybe if you did something, accomplish something, you would get rewarded.
You got some.
I do like his point, though. The guy's like, you need to wear a normal suit when you're piloting that. It's like, if I take a hit, the vacuum's going to get me, or the explosion will, man. I'm dead. So how about I just don't get hit?
Seems simple to me.
Such a sassy bitch, and I love him. Like, it's not even that he chooses violence. He's like a wasp. Like a bumblebee will sting you if you swat at it. The wasp is just out to ruin your day because you're in its way. Like, you've interacted with me, therefore sting.
Yeah, sounds
You're
alright.
still looking for proof, Miles.
Oh yeah, he is.
I have one for you.
You'll have to find it later.
Oh well, top comment.
What?
One
What are you talking about, top
second.
comment?
Look at General right there. We're going off topic. It's a very well known thing.
Red makes it go fast.
Yeah, 1970. Yeah, the first Warhammer kit was until 1987. This is from 1979.
Oh no, that the red ones are 3 times.
It is
Okay, but that's
referenced
not
to Char.
proof. No, that's just a guy on the internet saying the same thing you
GM
said.
or whatever. Gamers, I think I'm not gonna believe it either. Sorry, Miles.
It's all right. You can believe what you want, but this is the source. This is the source. Char
source
in
from a random Reddit
1979.
comment.
No,
Okay,
not that
true.
random Reddit comment, but this is like a well-known thing that it's sourced from Char.
It's a well-known thing from people who have read this Reddit thread.
No, I didn't just go and look. I found that thread right now. I don't know why this
It's
is
a
so hard.
well-known
to believe.
opinion from people who put mayonnaise exclusively on hot dogs.
Hey man,
Damn.
it's fine.
Damn.
I mean, Miles.
I mean,
No.
yeah. You look up 40K Orcs Red Gundam, and it all just stems back to that single Reddit post.
No, there's nothing. That's one.
Let's
not buying it, dude. All right, but we have kind of like two last things left.
Pretty much, yeah. Just like
and
everyone
the
hopes that
episode.
everything's gonna end at Loom.
Federation sends everything.
Yeah, everything. And Mongo's plan is there's one and then there's three. Let's just hit the one as hard as we can and hope for the best.
January
And the rest of the
23rd.
small one.
They mention it. There's two fleets. There is one that is already the size that's being piloted by Admiral Tiamin, and then that is already the same size as all of Zeon's battleships, all of their warships right now. And then Revel is coming from Earth with his own fleet that is 4 times the size of that.
3 times.
Three times. So
three
combined, they're 4 times size.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And they're like, how are we going to do this? And it's like, well, we fight.
Like, hit them as hard as we can.
As hard as we
Fucking
can.
ball.
And send a mobile suit fleet for the other one.
Yeah. Which could go well, could go poorly. We'll find out.
Depends on where our MC is in that.
Well, seeing as we just learned that he took out 4 battleships single-handedly in the Battle of Loom, I think it's going to go pretty well.
Oh, absolutely.
And then we get Ram Baral, who is becoming his father, and just drinking and yelling at people.
Hell yeah, that apple fell straight down.
Yeah. Like he's just drunk and screaming about the zombies sucking. Like that's literally what his dad was doing before he died. And that is a friend of his or a young recruit, someone who helped him, but is now heading out and is all like, I'm ready to fight, sir, just like you were. He's like, this isn't a war, it's a slaughter.
Don't die for the zombie.
Yeah. Which is interesting that he's not like, don't go to war. War is bad. He's like, don't fight for the zombie. They suck. Like, don't get killed for them.
Yeah.
And then we get new credit scene, which
what
look like
it's Anaheim.
And Anaheim either testing or assembly center for Gundam. I kind of skip 10 seconds at a time.
The first little image we see on the screen, that little circle the guy's pointing to with his pen is a Minovsky reactor. This is them getting the information that they couldn't have gotten because Minovsky died in this canon, which is weird. But yeah, Minovsky just gave him this stuff and they built better reactors for the Federation suits. Hey, have you seen the Gundam yet?
Nope.
Alright, so the 8th MS team could not be happening yet. Here's a question. How long was... Because if we're already in January 23rd, how long was Shiro with the team? How long was there an 8th MS team? How long were there teams 1 through 7?
Well, teams 1 through 7 were in GMs, right?
Yeah, they had GMs. I think there was another mobile suit team, or a few of them, but yeah.
Okay, so are GMs the gun cannons that we just saw get torn apart?
No, GMs are their own machine. They do not exist yet.
When are we building all of these things?
When are we building all of these things?
Because it would have to be either
only Zeon has mobile suits now.
Near the 1 year war or middle of the 1 year war, which is interesting.
This is January.
Treaty is signed.
Yeah. So
during the MS team. Well,
I'll let you know the treaty. The treaty is signed January 1st. The 1 year war is January 3rd through January 1st. 0080. Yes, sir.
That's in the middle.
Just refurbishing an existing M1A1, 8 to 10 months.
Yeah.
Building one from scratch, 18 to 24.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do we have I'm assuming we have some kind of orbital shipyard. So.
And I'll let you know, besides all the canonical differences, this is more or less exactly what happened.
Does really one Gundam really What the fuck?
I have a question. When do you think Gundam starts?
What do you mean, when does it start?
The first series that we're about to start after we finish this little prequel show. When do you think first Gundam starts? Because the 1 year war was January 3rd, 0079 through January 1st, 0080.
0085.
Probably during the middle.
It is
Zeon War 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, it's not after. I don't know.
Probably in the middle, maybe.
Just tickling y'all's brains
in the
with
middle.
with
I'll have to think of.
with questions. But it sure did feel like they were fighting that conflict there for a while and using mobile suits for a while. Karen and Elidor, our boy, couldn't have just been there for a few days, right?
Not a few days. Everyone was already familiar with the equipment. More or less. I mean, sure, you could have run in a simulator, but Shiro mentions how fighting is different. So he would have had some experience in a cockpit, presumably. Okay, I mean, they're being built on Side 7 right now. At least the prototype is.
The prototype's being built on Side 7. They also have production facilities on Earth, and we saw Anaheim. They've managed to maintain, was it Granada or Von Braun they took? The Earth Federation.
Von Braun, I think.
The Earth
Federation took Granada from
Granada. Cassilia took Granada. The Federation was able to maintain Von Braun. So they do have bases on Von Braun where Anaheim's main base is. So, who knows?
Also interesting that this man made a moon colony after the moon landing and didn't name one of the cities Armstrong.
Well, that'd be too
easy. Maybe because he's not an American, but come on, man.
That'd be too easy, Tom.
It wouldn't be too easy. It would be something an Axis power would do. I do find it interesting that this man who grew up in Reconstruction era Japan made the two giant warring factions, Axis Germany and the U.S.
Well, dude, I mean, we asked during the 8th MS team, do you feel like Zeon is a fascist group or Federation is?
Fucking yes. Of course. Sig Zeon gassing, yeah, you know where they're going.
But they just want to end the war sooner for independence.
Well, we haven't even gotten into whatever new types are, and dude, I can feel the eugenics in that explanation.
Psychers.
Would you be defensive if I also told you Psychers were also a Gundam reference, or are we not ready to open up?
You would just be wrong. You would be incorrect. That would just be false.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that the grimdark sci-fi series Warhammer 40K took more than 2 direct inspirations from Gundam. If it even took 1.
Well, hey. Thank y'all so much for being here. We actually stopped short of 2 hours. Final thoughts before we go into... I think we're going to break up these last 2 episodes in just 2 and 2. So we're not just reviewing one, or we're not trying to squeeze 4 into one episode. So, hey.
All right.
Final thoughts from seemingly psychic Indian girls to mass genocide to space fascism. Final thoughts, boys, as we're ending the end of the series. Where do you think things are going to go here?
Gundam.
We've yet to see a
despite this damn series being called Mobile Suit Gundam.
We've yet to see a single Federation mobile suit yet. They're building them.
Yeah.
You can see them in the credits. Yeah.
This entire series of episodes was an essay on why you tech rush in Civ.
Yeah.
Like,
Char is Erebus, Ghiren is Abaddon, and Cadia still stands.
Big Poppy Dagwin's the Emperor of Mankind. It's like, nigga, what are you doing?
I'm still working on that one.
We
Still
can't
finding
do
art.
this, Horus. Dagwin Horus, we can't do this. Why not, Dad? Do you think there is
God.
any sort of force, like, affecting Ghiren? Do you think there's something supernatural here going on? Or do you think his craziness and insanity is just him?
I haven't seen a lot of data proving that there are ruinous powers at work, so I think it's just Ghiren being off as just Eisenfeigen's fighting.
Well, hey.
it is a vibe, man. It is a vibe.
Any final thoughts on what Char's purpose in all of this plan is? Or what his own plans are? Or what Sayla's purpose or Amuro's purpose is? Will those kids get out of military custody, or is Kai getting beaten in the back of some Federation prison right now?
He's getting beaten for like most of the night, and then he'll get released and given a like Federation military recruitment form, and we'll see him in 5 years as a crayon eater, and he'll be one of the best crayon eaters in the business.
Man, somebody at home is smiling.
He'll
All right.
save the red ones for his friends, man. He'll be that good.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Well, we'll have to see what's up with Amuro, Kai, Hayato, and Frau, and then Char and all the people he hates next time when we do episodes 11. What's that gonna be? Episode 10, the Red Mobile Suit, and episode 11, the Battle of Loon. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, woo.
Oh, all right. See you next week. And thank you, viewers at home, for watching. Bye.